Okay, so we're back again with a little BSA engine. This is a BSA Power Unit. It's a 49 or 50cc four-stroke engine, side valves, and the nice thing, the impressive thing about this little engine is its sheer size and weight. Easily picked up with one hand. You could carry it for miles. It's lightweight. I haven't actually weighed it, but that'd be interesting to see. But for a size comparison, that's my hand. You can cover most of it. It's certainly bigger than the cylinder head. It's nigh on bigger than the actual engine itself. So it is a real diddy little engine. I believe this is the second model of the BSA power units that they came out with of this size. The first model had a bigger decal and it had the BSA logo on it, and it basically told you all the do's and don'ts, the oils that you needed, how to start it, all that kind of stuff, and it was a lighter red, whereas this one's obviously quite a dark, almost maroon red. The other key feature to the other one would be that the fuel tap was actually inside the tank. You have to unscrew the cap, and it was like a turn key. You turn it, or lift and turn, and that turn on and off your fuel. Whereas this one is actually mounted at the bottom of the carburetor on this one. But other than that, they were pretty much the same engine. The later model, again, which was I think built under license by Villiers, or some of them were BSA, some of them were Villiers, which that one had a big twist choke on the carb. It was a big air filter. It had a larger exhaust that ran down at an angle, and then a little exhaust pipe ran out the front. And they commonly had a bigger tank, and I think that was the 65cc one that had the bigger tank, and I think they did a little 49 like this one as well, and they were always in green. So the reason for buying this was, obviously, if you've been watching my videos before, back in my amateur early days, I mean, it's still amateur as anything, this channel, but my very early days, I had a couple of these little BSAs, one of the earlier style, and I regretted selling it ever since, and they don't pop up very often, but I saw this one and I thought, sod it, I'll have it. The guy who I bought it off on eBay said it ran. It's got good compression. I filled it up with fuel and oil earlier. I just didn't think to video it, and I had a couple of splitters out of it because curiosity got the better of me before getting the camera around. So it did fire a couple of times, and it spat a bit of oil out the breather from where it'd been posted. It had all the oil removed, but obviously some had stayed in and dribbled out. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'll show you around it, just show you the sheer size of it. It's got a lovely little round exhaust with crimped edges. I think this one's been repaired at some stage. That shouldn't be that loose. It's quite, yeah, when it fired it sounded noisier than what I remember, but I don't know. Got the logo stamped in there, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's just a really cute little engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something to prop you up on, because I don't have my tripod with me today, and we will see if she'll go for a proper run. So I'll get back in a second. Right, so I think we're in a good position. Can't remember if Tom is that way. Choke. Give her a little bit of throttle. Like I say, it did fire a couple times, so it may well fire straight up, it might not. The only thing I noticed is that there's a good bit of pull before the teeth get engaged on the pull start, so it is a little bit annoying, that, but hey ho. Obviously it's not mounted to anything, so it's going to be a little bit jumpy. It runs. runs, but doesn't want to run off choke. Maybe it needs to warm up. It doesn't want to run without choke. I'm hoping that it will eventually. Maybe it does just need to be quite hot, but I don't know. Bit juddery, but at least it was running without choke. Let's see if we can just, it's a bit tricky, gently put my foot there. It's quite twitchy with that throttle. I think there's a little bit needs adjustment there. Yeah, it's kind of frayed, so it's obviously adjusting itself whenever the cable moves. But it runs, which is nice. I didn't have any doubt that it wouldn't. It was a little bit weird at the start. You know, most engines, you start them up, run for 10 seconds, and you can turn off the choke. But needed a little bit longer, but hey ho, it runs, which is nice. Now, the only thing is what do I do with it? I'd always liked the idea of putting a little centrifugal clutch on it and making a little scooter frame up and seeing what it could do, or what one of these could do. So, generator, water pump. Yeah, if you've got any ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments. Yeah, anything you want to see this engine do, then yeah, let us know. And yeah, I'm quite chuffed about having it, really. It's been on the wanted list for a little while. I regret selling the old one that I had. So it's nice to have one back. And now I just got to do something with it. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.